In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can use the investment library to save and centrally manage information about the underlying investments that you frequently recommend to your clients. This will help to speed up the report building process and promote consistent advice outcomes throughout your company. When I talk about investments in this context, I'm not referring to an ISA, investment bond, personal pension plan or SIP, but the underlying investments you might recommend your clients invest into via one of these plans. By adding an investment to your investment library, you can then quickly and easily add it to a current investment strategy in the review sections or a recommended investment strategy in the recommended investment strategy section of your reports with just a couple of clicks. This will save you considerable time when building a report, as you won't need to rekey the information about the investment each time. The investment library is accessed via the library's dashboard. It has been designed to cater for a wide range of investments, from individual funds and ETFs to DFMs and structured products, and even model portfolios. It is also a great place to save details of your company's centralized investment proposition or centralized retirement proposition, should you have one. The investment library comes preloaded with a few example investments to aid your understanding of the kind of information you may wish to include here for a particular type of investment. You can also use them as templates to create your own investments. You can search for a particular investment like so. In addition, you can sort the investment library using any of the columns, such as the investment name, owned by, last updated date, etc., simply by clicking on the column header. You can also scroll through all the investments in the library using the navigation buttons at the bottom of the page. There are 3 ways to add a new investment to your investment library. You can click Add Investment and create a new investment from scratch. Clone an existing investment that's already saved in your library. Or use the Genovo bulk investment importer to upload investments to your library from a CSV file. To create a new investment from scratch, click the Add Investment button. It is important to note that when you add an investment into your investment library, it is neither compulsory nor expected that you will complete all fields. Only the fields that you do complete will come out in the investment strategy table that's included in your report when it's downloaded to Word. The fields that you choose to complete for a particular investment will depend on the type of investment and the level of detail you wish to include in your reports when you recommend that particular investment to a client. For example, the sector field is never going to be completed for a model portfolio, and the DFM charge field isn't going to be relevant for a fund. Likewise, some of the fields have been included as an either-or. For example, although we provide the facility to include the annual management charge, the total expense ratio, and the ongoing charges fee for a particular investment, these are all variations on the same theme of the ongoing charge of an investment, and it is most likely that only one of these will actually be quoted for a particular investment. In terms of the level of detail, when recommending a model portfolio, if you're providing your clients with a portfolio fact sheet, you may only want to include the core high-level key information about the portfolio in your reports, and signpost the reader to the accompanying portfolio fact sheet for further information. However, you may want to include more granular detail about the asset allocation and the underlying funds that make up the model portfolio in your reports, and hence this additional information should be added into your investment library too. Of particular note for those who do wish to include more detailed information about a particular investment in their reports is the Further Investment Info field. This is a catch-all field where you can add any additional information about the investment that isn't covered by the other fields. For example, this could be some background information about the investment provider, an asset allocation pie chart, or a table of the underlying investments that make up the model portfolio. The real takeaway here is that anything you add into the Further Investment Info field will be automatically pulled through into your reports whenever this investment is added to an investment strategy. So let's say I wanted to include an image of the investment's asset allocation in my reports whenever I added this investment. I'd simply paste it into this field. Having pasted the image into the text box, you may find that you need to resize it so that it fits correctly within the page when the report is downloaded to Word. This is easy enough to do by selecting one of the handles in the corner of the image and dragging it until it reaches the appropriate size. You may also wish to include a table showing the underlying funds that make up a model portfolio. When adding a table to Genovo, we'd always recommend that you use the Insert Table function in the Genovo HTML editor to create it, rather than copying and pasting the table from Word, as this will ensure the table is rendered correctly in line with the table-related styles of your selected report theme. Place your cursor within the text box, where the table is to be added. Click the Insert Table icon to open the Table Properties dialog box. Change the fields to reflect the makeup of your table. For example, if you want a row of headings across the top of your table, select First Row. If you want a column of headings, select First Column. Update the number of rows and columns as required. Leaving the width at 100% will ensure the table stretches across the full width of the page, just like all the other tables in your reports. On clicking Insert, a blank table will be inserted into the Further Investment Info text box like so. You can now insert the required text into the relevant cells. Once you've completed all the fields, click Save, and you'll be returned to the main page of the investment library. Cloning an investment is a particularly quick and efficient way of adding several investments to your investment library, where the information about each investment is similar. For example, a range of risk-rated model portfolios where the underlying funds, with a handful of exceptions, are broadly similar, and the allocations are slightly different. To clone an investment, simply click on the clone icon. This will create an exact copy of that investment in your investment library, owned by you, with copy of added in front of the original name, which you can then edit. The bulk investment importer allows you to upload up to 50 investments into your library at one time. In the first instance, you'll need a CSV file of the investment-related data you wish to import. This is likely to be achieved by exporting the data from a separate application, such as FE Analytics or Morningstar Advisor Workstation. Assuming you have your CSV file ready to import, click CSV Upload, and you will then be prompted to upload your CSV file. Having successfully uploaded your file, click Next, and you'll be then prompted to map the fields in your CSV file to the equivalent fields in the Genovo Investment Library. You don't need to map all fields. However, you must select a mapping for Genovo's unique identifier and investment fields, as they are mandatory. On clicking Next, you will then be taken to a summary screen where you'll be prompted to confirm the selected field mappings are correct. Assuming you're happy to proceed, click Save, and all the investments in the CSV file will be uploaded and show as new investments owned by you within your investment library. Please be patient if you are importing a large number of investments. This may take a little time. Clearly, information relating to a particular investment, such as its objective, charges, or even its name, can change over time, and you may wish to perform a mass update of the investments that you previously uploaded into your investment library, and maybe even add some new ones. The Genovo Bulk Investment Importer has been specifically designed to facilitate this. By giving each investment a unique ID, you can simply upload a new CSV file containing the updated information, using exactly the same process, and the importer will intelligently match any investment record with the same ID and automatically update any mapped fields. It is important that the ID for a particular investment does not change, otherwise a duplicate investment will be created. Irrespective of the method that's been used to add the investments, account admins of multi-user company plans can also share their custom investments with other users within their account by ticking the Share checkbox. When you share an investment, it changes from being owned by you to being owned by the company, and once shared, it can't be unshared. However, it can be deleted or hidden should it no longer be required. To hide an investment, simply uncheck the Show checkbox like so. That concludes this video tutorial on the investment library. I hope it's proved useful.